here today to show you a little bit of tech that I've been doing, mixing down tunes for the homies. I got Ronnie Stelly here with the Barnacle Boy, the exclusive look at the mix down. He sent me the stems, sent me the project files, and I got all the, my mixing chains and everything that I do. And I'm gonna show you a technique called Sidechain EQing. And how if you have some kind of dynamic EQ, you could take a signal and send it to the EQ to dynamically EQ the bands that may be conflicting in the frequency range. With the song and the vocal, they fit together like a puzzle piece. There's nothing competing in the frequency range where the vocal is the most prominent. So I'll discuss it further, and I'll show you exactly how I achieved this. So we got here Ableton 12 and the homie Ronnie Stelly. We work together a lot. He's been doing a lot more vocal songs. So he sent me this project file called Barnacle Boy. All the sounds sound really good. I just kind of give him a little boost. So we got here the YN vocal.
We did a fuck you money glitch. We flipped the Krabby Patty straight out the fucking ditch. Boy, he did it. I hit the quote.
So I got Spiff taking out some of the mouth clicks. I got a UAD LA2. Just giving a little bit of compression to kind of glue it all together and put a dry vent rack on there to blend in the original signal. And then we got a neutron. So this is where the magic happens.
We did a fuck you money glitch. We flipped the Krabby Patty straight out the fucking ditch. Boy, he did it. I hit the quota with the pit. Barnacle Boy up in this bitch.
It ducks when the peaks reach a certain threshold. This one being 21 dB, this one being 33, a little bit steeper. Maybe this is like more silhouette range, so it needs a more steeper cut, more narrow cut with the Q. And yeah, so I use Neutron too. I've had it for years. I kind of like need to upgrade. If you use Pro Q or even Pro Q 3 or 2, any of the Fat Filter, Neutron plugins, I'm sure some of the other plugins, whatever you have, if it's modern and updated with the latest technologies, you probably have a way to create a dynamic EQ, and then you have the sidechain feature. So I'll show you exactly how I come about.
Real line crossed like a blueprint sketch saw slick. The whole block paused when the charcoal hit.
So I'll show you exactly how I went about getting this vocal to sit in the mix correctly. Some of the EQs didn't save over. No big deal. It sounded great without it. Just one big EQ to reduce some phasing. Cutting out the lows is all I really needed, and boosting some of the frequencies there. Running it through all these things, help it kind of glue it all together with the compression, the lo-fi. And then I forgot, I got a little bit of rum. This is just giving it a little bit of background reverb, another kind of glue type thing. I threw it after the compression, so it's not maximized by the compression. I want it to just be kind of like a literal glue. It's like mayonnaise. Reverb is like mayonnaise. You notice it when it's gone, but you don't really notice it when it's in there. It's just kind of wets it all together. It just glues it all together. All right, so here's the magic. So what you're seeing here is my EQ on the group. And so you can see here we're dipping some of the frequencies here, and then we're dipping right here in this area pretty aggressively as well. See here, we got the dynamic mode on number 7. It's only going down -12, but it's being ducked by the EQ sidechain. So what you do, let me show you exactly. See, now it's not dug in. Turn this on. Boom. Now, why do I do this? Why you do this? Why are you gay? Why are you gay? I'm doing this because I didn't want to carve too deeply into the track. Didn't want to change the sonic character of his Arturio stack. for the synths. You know, maybe there was moments where the vocal was lost. Maybe the synth, the details, the vocal and everything, the lighting, it lost some clarity or something. So, in order to maintain clarity, you want every sound in the mix to have its own space, to not have to compete and overlap with sounds. So the information coming out of the speaker, especially when you're mastering songs really loud with bass and all this, you know what I'm saying? You're sacrificing clarity and dynamics for punch and bass and girth, and that's all cool and well. But we're also in a modern era, and technology exists, and we have tricks and ways of circumventing dynamic loss through squashing, clipping. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go too deep into the philosophy of all that, but I will show you this trick. So it's not a trick; it's a tried and tested mechanism for mixing down tracks. So here's the two groups together. This allows you to see the EQ stacked together.
Licked edge, one bite, then the silence hits. Flishy splash, blast, drip the ketchup in the mustard. Grease shine, gloss on the wide hand fingertips. Smoke curl slow, watch
and now when you're sitting up here,
try not to get the grease stains on your vitamins. Runway walk from the jits to the burger pit. Backstage burger pack with the wristband strip.
You're seeing these little
percussion when the spatula hit.
These little grids pop up, little rectangles popping up in these frequency ranges, and you're seeing this kind of cloudy whiteness. When the vocal hits, when the vocal plays simultaneously with the chorus, in parallel, you see the exact dance frequencies where we're losing clarity, where we're having issues with masking. Masking is when a frequency
when the smoke starts to eclipse,
sort of covers another frequency and you lose clarity, like mask. And so we want to avoid some of that, especially in these high peak ranges. That's really high detail frequency ranges. You don't want frequencies multiplying and getting all jumbled up. There's also hi-hats, all these other sounds that register, frequency registers. So you want as much dynamic sculpting happening and then have it snap back
the quota with the pit
in time.
Barnacle
So that your beer barely exceeds.
I've just been
So
smoking
thinking
out
of
the
like,
pit.
it's like a sidechain compression or something like that. It's like the whole signal every time a kick hits. It's just only the frequencies that the vocal is competing with in the group, and you can literally see in real time which frequencies those are. So hopefully that explains it.
Get the grease stains on your vitamins. Runway walk from the jits to the burger pit. Backstage burger pass with the wristband strip. Grease pop percussion when the spatula hit. Box logo flash. Peter getting up in this mix. Ketchup mustard splash drip. Flaming pit. Watch
with dynamic mode enabled. And what you want to do is you're going to take your sidechain right here on your Neutron 2 EQ or whatever EQ you use, and you want to take your channel that you want sidechained, and that's where you're going to send it to the group. I have it called Arteria, that's where all the chords are. So I'm going to take my EQ and send it to Arteria. And what this does is it takes that full information and I can load it into my sidechain. So you see here, we got the YN right here. And that's what allows me to have both EQs parallel on top of each other.
Slip, cold bed, blowing apron tight, jaw stiff, cracks on black pepper, grill mark, sea salt, pinch, flame, lick, edge, one bite, in the silence hit, splishy splash, blast, strip, and catch up in the mustard hit, grease shine, gloss on a white and fingertips, smoke curl slow, watch that fog get hella hits, try not to get the grease stains on your vitamins, runway walk from the jits to the burger pit, backstage burger pass, with the wristband strip, grease pop percussion with the spatula hit, box logo flash like some breeze spring, cause this flames Whole backyard looking like a rolling loud pit. Mosh in the bass and the smoke both mix. She's no stretch, watch the brioche run split. Gold chain swing with a motherfucking tongue grip. Bread layered over off-white zip. Diagonal stripes while I season up the mix. Truffle aioli, parmesan crisp, onion jam, slow cooked, bourbon kiss, pepper jack twist with a black garlic glazed on top with a brush mix. Cut bacon, lime, sea salt, watch the crowd hush. Hands go up when the smoke starts to clips. I'm like, with the brioche buns with the sesame crisp. Split strip, flame kiss, gourmet grinder, counterfeit, street chef, flex in a layered pit. Watch all the smoke coming out the pit, stack tall, grill line cross like a blueprint, sketch sauce slick. The whole block pause when the charcoal hits, denim flare from the chrome heart drips. Then I'll go and hit you with that sauce line art, squish, splash, drip. Streetwear chef like a rock star on the pit. We did a fucking money glitch. We pulled the Krabby Patty straight out the fucking ditch. Boy, did it. I hit the quota with the pit. Barnacle boy up in this bitch. Yeah, we lived in packages. I've just been smoking out the pit. Trapping all the grease for the Wyans and the jits. We don't split it. I make the patties about an inch. Ketchup splash, Heinz drip. Marble fat up in this bitch.
Records, a lot of collabs we've done. He's been on the Penthouse, both Penthouses. We've had collabs, and he's going to be doing a lot more vocal cuts, a lot more poppy, trappy, professional releases. He's really dirty in the underground, but he's got a wide range of different sounds. So if you like what you're hearing, give him a follow at Ronnie Stelly Music, Ronnie Stelly Art. Look up Rarely Getting Sleep. That's his new lifestyle brand, clothing brand. And then we got Smoke Some Records putting out new music every month. Artists like Giganigma. We got Repulsions, Bukai coming out this month. We got some Ronnie Stelly singles always coming out. Penthouse shit. You know what we do. So yeah, if you like this video, drop a comment. Let me know what other techniques I could discuss, some of the sidechaining, some of the other elements in this mix. I really didn't have to do too much. I could go over the mastering chain. His song sounded great, so it allowed me to just kind of turn things up and get the levels right, do some fancy mixing techniques. Give me a follow at Daws and Decks. I'm going to be dropping more videos like this, giving y'all some little tips and tricks on how to get your songs sound back. Anyway, see you later. Gang gang.